Hello everyone, welcome to Botany channel for UPSC examination. In this video, we are going to focus on the ultrastructure of the eukaryotic cell. As you know, there are plants and animal cells which are the eukaryotic cells. Now, generally we consider the eukaryotic cells as a more advanced than the prokaryotic cell because they are more complex type of cells and contains the many different type of organelles, and each organelles has their specific function, right? So in this particular video, we are going to analyze the small details relating with the eukaryotic cell. So before starting the video, I request you to join the Telegram channel of the same name, that is the Botany optional for UPSC examination. There we regularly upload the PDF of all these videos plus link of these videos so that you will not miss any update relating with the Botany channel. Alright. So while learning about the eukaryotic cell, at the same time we will compare the plant cell and animal cell, and we will find what are the differences between the plant cell and animal cell. At the same time we will find the similarities between the two. Alright. So let us see the eukaryotic cell. What you are seeing on the slide is a typical eukaryotic cell belonging to the plants. You can observe this eukaryotic plant cell is quite complex and contains the many different types of organelles. The very first thing you are going to observe in a plant cell is that the presence of chloroplast, because these chloroplasts are typical to the plant cell only and they are absent in the animal cell. So you will not find the chloroplast in an animal cell, but is a typical characteristic of the plant cell. As you know, the process of photosynthesis is occur in this chloroplast organelle. So these chloroplasts are typically present in the plant cell only and they are completely absent in the animal cell. Second, we have here is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Here you can observe these are the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Actually, the endoplasmic reticulum is of two types. First is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and second is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The difference between the two is of the presence or absence of the ribosomes. In the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, there is absence of ribosome, while in the rugged endoplasmic reticulum, there is a presence of ribosome. So the ribosomes are absent in this endoplasmic reticulum, and that is why these are called as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. While on the other hand, you can see here, these are the rugged endoplasmic reticulum showing here. This rugged endoplasmic reticulum has their presence of ribosome on them. These are shown by the dotted structures on the endoplasmic reticulum. So due to the presence of ribosomes, these are called as the rugged endoplasmic reticulum. Alright. So the two types of endoplasmic reticulum are smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the rugged endoplasmic reticulum, depending upon whether the ribosomes present on them or not. Alright. Then the next structure we are finding here is the mitochondria. Here you can see there are the multiple mitochondria present in the animal cell, and these mitochondria are the primary site of the respiration process, right? All the ATPs are synthesized in the mitochondria, and that is why this mitochondria also called as the powerhouse of cell, right? Next we have here is an vacuole. As you can see, this vacuole is the large one which is present in the plant cell, and generally the plant cell has the very large vacuoles as compared to the animal cells where there is a very small vacuoles are present. So the very large vacuoles is a characteristic feature of the plant cell. Then we have the microtubules, which are structural network of the cell and provide strength and rigidity to the and particular shape to the cell. These microtubules are common in both plant sides as well as in the animals. The next heading we have here is a plasmodesmata. Now, this area, which is called plasmodesmata, is nothing but the connection between the two cells. From these plasmodesmata, the one cell is connected to the another cell. Inside of the cell wall, here we have the plasma membrane. That is, the outer membrane you are seeing here is an cell wall, while the inner membrane is an plasma membrane. As you know, plasma membrane is present in animal cell as well, but the cell wall is completely absent in the animal cells. But this plasma membrane is common to both in a plant cell as well as in the animal cell. You will find the plasma membrane, and this plasma membrane is a selective permeable membrane, which means it allows the movement of some molecules inside the cell while restricting the entry of another molecules into the cell. All right. The next structure we have here is a cell wall. Now this is a very typical characteristic of the plant cell only, because only the plants has the cell wall. No other animal shows the presence of cell wall around the cell. But this is a typical characteristic of the plant kingdom, that they have the cell wall around their cell. It provides rigidity as well as strength in the plants. Here, next we have is a Golgi complex. You can see here elongated bodies. These are called as the Golgi complex, are involved in a many type of reaction in which the packaging and folding of the protein molecules is involved. Then the next we have here is a nucleus. In the center, the double membrane structure you can find here is an nucleus. It is nearly circular or oval in shape and possesses the nucleolus inside it. Plus, it also has the nucleoplasm. And as you know, nucleus is the control center of an cell. It also includes the DNA as an genetic material in the plant cells. Then here we have the pore, that is the nuclear pore. These are the small openings in the nucleolus. These are called as the nuclear pore. Then the layers which separates the nucleus from rest of the cell is called as the nuclear envelope. That is, the nucleus has its own envelope. That envelope is called as the nuclear envelope. This is nothing but the outer membrane of the nucleus. Then inside the nucleus we have here the nucleolus. Again, it is a rounded structure. Then at last we have here the ribosomes. These rounded dotted structures are the ribosomes, and when they are present on the endoplasmic reticulum, they are considered as the rug endoplasmic reticulum. But these ribosomes can individually occur in the cell as well. All right. So what you are saying is a typical plant cells in which we have the chloroplast as well as the cell wall. Both are very peculiar to the plant cell only. In the nucleus, there is a genetic material, that is DNA, is present in the nucleus. But in a plant cell, it is not only the nucleus which contains the DNA, but there are other two organelles which also contains the very first is the chloroplast. It also contains the DNA, and that is why considered as a semi-autonomous organelle. Plus, the mitochondria is also contains the DNA, and that is why mitochondria also considered as a semi-autonomous organelle. So in and all, in a plant cell, we have three organelles which contains the DNA. The first is nucleus, then second is a chloroplast, and third is a mitochondria. All these three contains the DNA, but the nucleus DNA is the main DNA, main nuclear DNA, which controls the cell, while the other two, that is chloroplast and mitochondria, both contain DNA which are specifically used for certain functions. The DNA of chloroplast and mitochondria does not control the cell, but the control of cell lies in the nuclear DNA. All right. So you must remember there are three organelles in the plant cell which has their own DNA. First is the nucleus, then second is the chloroplast, and third one is the mitochondria. All right. Now let's consider the animal cell. What you are seeing on the slide is a typical animal cell. Now the very first thing you will observe here, there is a absence of cell wall. That is, cell wall is absent, and directly you will find the plasma membrane. That is, the first outer structure of the animal cell is an plasma membrane, which is again a selectively permeable membrane that is allowing the entry of some molecule but denying the entry for some other molecules. All right. Then similarly we have here the mitochondria, which is also present in the plant cell, and these mitochondria are again in a multiple number. You can observe here three mitochondria are shown because these mitochondria are multiple in number plant as well as in a animal cell. Then there are intermediate filaments plus the ribosomes. The animal cells again have the rug endoplasmic reticulum as well as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, as we have discussed. Depending upon the ribosome, if it contains the ribosome, then it is a rug endoplasmic reticulum, and if it does not contain the ribosome, then it is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. As you can observe, the ribosomes are shown in the red color, and they are the dotted structure present on the endoplasmic reticulum. And then in the center, we have here the nucleus, and inside the nucleus, we have the nucleolus. And in the nucleus, we have the chromatin material. That is the genetic material which is binded in the histone protein. And combined, they are called as the chromatin material. Similar with the plant cell, the animal cell also contains the Golgi bodies plus the vacuoles. But here, the vacuole is very small in size. So it is a very important difference between plant cell and animal cell, that in plant cell the vacuole is very large, while in a animal cell the vacuole is very small, right? Now, the very new structure, that is the peroxisomes, you can find in the animal cells. These peroxisomes are certainly absent in many plants but are present in every animal cell. So this is also a difference between plant cell and animal cells. Then we have here the lysosomes and microfilaments plus the centrosomes as well as the microtubules. So this is a typical animal cell in which there are many organelles which are similar to the plant cells, and there are some new organelles which are only present in the animal cell, right? So in distinguishing the plant cell and animal cell, you should first note that there is absence of cell wall in the animal cell, and secondly, you will find no chloroplast here. That is, there is a complete absence of chloroplast. Plus, the vacuole is very small as compared to the plant cell, and the rest of the things are nearly similar in the plants and animal cell. So let's once more consider the difference between the plant cell and animal cell. That the very first is you observe the size of the vacuole. Here is the plant cell vacuole and here is the animal cell vacuole. You can clearly observe the animal cell vacuole is very small while the plant cell vacuole is very large. Actually, sometimes the 90% of the area of a cell in a plant is occupied by the vacuole. So the vacuole is very large in a plant cell while the vacuole in an animal cell is very small. All right. Then the second difference you will find here is that the presence of cell wall in the plant cell, but the cell wall is completely absent in an animal cell. And that is why the animal cells do not have any definite shape because they do not have any cell wall. On the other hand, due to the presence of cell wall in the plant cells almost have the rectangular shape. All right. The next difference between the two is the presence or absence of chloroplast. That is, the chloroplast, which is photosynthetic organelle, is present in the plant cell, but it is completely absent in the animal cell. The next difference between the two, that you will find the peroxisomes in the animal cell, but the peroxisomes are absent in the majority of the plant cells. While talking about the similarity between the plant cell and animal cell, they commonly have the ribosomes in both the cells. Then there is a common nucleolus. Golgi apparatus is present in both the cells. The plasma membrane is found in both cells, that is in plant cell as well as in the animal cell. Plus, there is a presence of rugged endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum in the both the cells, that is in the plant cell as well as in the animal cells. So there are many similarities between the plant cell and animal cell, and at the same time there are some differences between the plant cell and animal cell. So you should note down the differences and the similarities carefully, because most of the time these basic questions are asked in the MCQ examinations. All right. So this is it for now. Thank you for watching.